Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Elisa coming to you from Beautifully Me and You. And today I'm going to be bringing the budget as well as cash stuffing for my first paycheck in December. And if that sounds like something that interests you, let's get right into it. All right, you guys, we made it all the way to day 2 of our Christmas extravaganza. And that means we're going to be having a giveaway in this video as well. I will be announcing the winner of yesterday's video at the end of this video. I'll just be inserting a clip of the computer randomly picking the person, and then I'll be reaching out to you and notifying you, okay? If you want to be a part of the 12 days of Christmas giveaway, then all you need to do is be publicly subscribed and comment the hashtag down in the comment section, and tomorrow I will pick the next winner. Now, I do randomly pick a dollar amount to be given out of the Noel box, and I'll be doing that towards the end of the video. So for right now, let's go ahead and get into this budgeting / cash stuffing. All right, I am going to be using the Easy Cash Budget Planner with budgeting for sinking funds and cash envelopes. And I did already make a whole monthly plan of what I'm going to be doing with my regular income. This doesn't include any side income that I'll be receiving this month. And you guys, my desk is like kind of tight, so let's just hope we can get all this into frame, okay? So I have all my payroll amounts as well as my child tax credit, and then my bills, my sinking funds, some savings, which will be going towards giving for the 12 days of Christmas, as well as my cash envelopes. So the way that I budget is I create a whole monthly spread, and then when I actually get paid, I'll do a per pay period budget and see how much of these monthly amounts that I have that I can chip away at. And I put a video that explains how you can actually set up your budget, whether you're monthly, get paid, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, or weekly. And I'll link that video up above. You can check that out if you want to see how I actually budget, okay? Or how you could budget and make your life a lot easier. So my monthly budget is here, but I'm going to be doing one of the bi-weekly pages. I'm just going to do this one so I can easily flip back and forth. My income, I am going to be budgeting for this payroll is $1,000. And if you don't know about me, I am a nurse, a registered nurse, and I work part-time right now. So my budget for this check will be $1,000. Now, I do take money out for 401k as well as some automatic savings, and then some of my mortgage I take out of each check. So this is what I have disposable to, that's left to budget with is $1,000 per pay period for this month, okay? So for bills, I do have some bills that I need to pay this pay period. My gas bill is due towards the end of the month. I'm going to pay my electric bill is the first one. And that's $115. And I'm going to put a check over here so I'll know that I already paid that. And then my AT&T bill's not due yet. Neither is my Geico line of credit. My cable bill is due, so I do want to pay that one. And that cable bill was $152. Was it 52 or 53? Hold on. Yeah, $152. And then since I do have some extra that I can apply towards a bill, I'm going to put a portion of my AT&T, since that's a kind of a large bill, I'm going to put that here, chip away some of that. I'll put $200 towards that bill. I'll go ahead and make this $200 payment, and then when I get paid again, I'll just pay the extra that needs to be paid, the balance that needs to be paid. And that's going to be $115 plus $152 plus $200. So that'll be $467. I don't know if you guys could see that with the glare. $467, and then I'm going to subtract $1,000 that I already have. So that'll leave me with $533 to actually do things with. So now I'm going to budget for my cash envelopes. Let's see. I'm not going to put any money in groceries because I think I told you guys in my last video I had someone who donated $250 card for me. So I have enough for groceries right now. If I need this $100, it'll be towards the end of the month, so I'm not going to worry about that. Fun money, I am going to take half of this amount for fun. And that's just so we can get started doing some things that we want to do on the weekend. And then for gas, I'm going to take half of the gas money, which will be $100 because I budgeted for $200 for the month. And that'll be the first 2 weeks that I can put $50 each week. And then for myself, I'm going to go ahead and take half of the 50, which is 25. And that'll be it for cash envelopes. So I can add this up really quickly. This is 100 plus 50 is 150 plus 25 is 175. So when I take the 533 minus 175, I have left $358 to work with. I do want to do my giving. I wanted to put 10%, which is $250, but out of this check, it would be $100. So I'm going to take that $100 towards giving. So that means I have minus 100, $258 left to budget with, and that'll be going towards sinking funds. So let me just look at what I had for sinking funds and determine which ones I'm going to stuff this time and if I'm going to stuff some other ones later. So let's start at the top. Jace and Janae, I'll do half of theirs. Myself, I'll do half of mine. Let's see, next is car. I think I'm gonna leave off car and household clothing. Yeah, I'll leave off. Matter of fact, I'm going to put some towards car. I'll put $25 towards car. Clothing, I think I'm going to leave that off. I'll stuff that later in the month. Medical, I'll leave that off for right now. Birthdays, I'll go ahead and put half of birthdays. It was only $10, so $5 won't do much. Boss funds, I'm going to put half of that because I told you I have a goal of something that I'm trying to achieve. And I need to get that beefed up so that I can actually start that business venture. Travel, I'm going to put half of that because we need that by the end of the month to go on our little trip. Gingy, I'm going to skip her for right now. Beauty, I'm going to skip beauty, I think right now. 1 month ahead, I'm going to skip 1 month ahead. Let's see how much does that equal up to. So far, I've spent 10, 10, 25, 25, 5, 50, 50. Ooh, I'm almost there. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put 50 towards the laptop. I'll put half. So that'll be 225. And then, let me see. I'll put some towards 1 month ahead. 1 month ahead, I wanted to put 50, so I'll put 25, which will be half of that. So that equals 250. Let me go and give Gingy half of some of her money. Gingy, I was going to put 15. I'll put $5 towards her. That's 255, and I had 258, so I'll put the extra dollars in the dollar challenge, which will be $3. Okay, I think all of that should add up, but let me just go ahead and double check.
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday.
So that's $258. And so if I take 358, if I take the 358 minus 258, that leaves me with 100. 100 minus 100 is 0. So all of this should add up. That's $1,000 I had for income. Cash envelopes was 175. Sinking funds was 258. Savings was $100 and bills is 467. So let me just make sure that adds up. Okay, yeah, so that is a zero-based budget for this particular pay period, and I have chipped away quite a bit. Let's see, I would have paid the cable bill, paid the electric, and I'll put 200 out of this that would have been paid. So I still owe another 121 to the phone bill. Okay, so that's what I have for this whole pay period. I'm gonna go ahead and do the cash stuffing tracker. So the cash that I'll need would be, I'm gonna pay all of these bills electronically. I need the cash for my cash envelopes to carry with me, the cash for all of my sinking funds, and the giving, I'm gonna actually leave this in my account because I want to turn around and send it right to you guys in the 12 days of giveaway. So I should have 258 plus 175 to do a cash stuffing with. So let me break that down and write it out on one of the cash stuffing trackers. Okay, hold on one second while I transfer all this over.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day.
So for denominations for this budget breakdown, so I'll know how much to actually pull out of the bank. For Jace, I just want one $10 bill, Janae a $10 bill, myself a 20 and a 5. I'm trying to keep the denominations as low as possible, so you'll see me putting the smallest denominations possible, just so the envelopes don't get too full too fast. 1 month ahead will be a 25, Gingy a 5. The dollar challenge will be 3 ones. The laptop will be a 50. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, well, that's okay. A 50. Fun money, I'm going to put a 50. Myself, a 20 and a 5. And gas, a $100 bill. So when I add these columns down, I have 100 for $100. 1, 2, 3, 4 50s for $200. 1, 2, 3, 4 20s for 80. 2 10s for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s for 30, and then 3 ones for 3. So let's add this up. This is 300, 433. And that should be the total. $433 should be the total of my sinking funds, which is 258 plus cash envelopes 175. Okay, that's $433. So everything checked out. Now, before I set up for the cash stuffing, I do want to draw the amount that I'm going to be giving away for day 2's giveaway. So let me go ahead and pull one of those envelopes. It's coming out of this box, Noel, and I have quite a bit of envelopes left. I'm just going to reach down in here and pick out one. All right, it's this one. And day 2's giveaway is going to be, oh, I wonder how much. Is it going to be the 100? $10. All right, so day 2, I'm going to write that down so I remember. Day 2's winner is going to be $10, and I'll include the hashtag towards the end of the video that you need to submit. Now, let me go ahead and set up for the cash stuffing of all of this amount of money. I need to head to the bank, grab some bills, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have the money, and I should have $433. This is 1, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 80, 94, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, $433. Start with first doing some removal of some stuff from my little key holder. Let's see, I do have some ones in here. I'm going to sit these to the side. This is going to be going in the dollar challenge as well as that. I also have quite a bit of What is this? Oh, I have a receipt from Walmart that I need to scan into Fetch. If you guys want to get some cashback rewards from Fetch, use my code down below. I'll link it in the description. I'm going to be taking out all of these coins. I don't have a whole bunch, but any that I have, I want to actually cash stuff those or stuff those into my coin counter. I've not done that in a while, just on camera at least. And I also want to take out my little mini cash envelopes. So let me get the rest of these coins out of here. Put my library cards back. And my receipt. Okay. All right, so now that I've got all that out, let me get my coin counter and we'll start by stuffing the by stuffing the coins. All right, so first let's go ahead and stuff all the coins that were in my little key holder. The key holder is one of the items that's linked down below as well. So far, I have $86.27 in this little coin counter. I am going to be dumping this out at the end of the year. So let me stuff all these. I'll go ahead and speed it up. All right, so now I have $88.30. So I had about $2 worth of coins in my little key holder. I found that if I have exact change, then I've been using that exact change to pay for things. Some people are being very weird about giving back coins for change whenever you're paying with cash. So I have found myself using my coins a lot more, but that's okay. I made it all the way to $88.30 so far this year. I have like a couple more cash stuffings, and then I will be changing this in at the bank. And yeah, I'll show you what I'll do with the money when I change it in. Let's move on to the dollar challenge. I still am doing the dollar challenge, y'all, and I'm about to get real before the end of the year. So let me pull that jar out next. All right, here's my dollar challenge in all its glory with all of its nonsense involved. I'm gonna be adding in the ones that I had in my wallet already, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I must have had 4 because I was gonna cash stuff 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all the $7 into here. Get down in there and close that up. So this is what it's looking like right now. There's some other things other than ones in there, but I'll be counting this also towards the end of the year and showing you what I'm gonna do with these funds also, okay? I have 4 cash envelopes that I carry in my little key holder. It's groceries, weekend, gas, and Salisa. I'm not going to be stuffing groceries because I have a gift card that I'll be using for the beginning of the month. So let's start with Salisa, and I'm going to be getting 25, which will just be a 20 and a 5. Luckily, when you use the smallest denominations, you can just remember what denominations you need to grab. But I'm gonna be using this page. All right, so that's 25 for that. Gas, I'm going to be doing $100, which will just be a $100 bill. And my card takes about $50 every week to fill up, so this ought to be plenty for the 2-week period. And then fun is also weekend, and I'm going to just put a 50, and this is just so we can do some things on the weekends. I usually give us about a $25 budget per weekend. So some things we do are free. Like my son and I think we're going to go on a hike later today. So that's weekend, gas, and Salisa. And I'm going to be putting that back into my little key holder, as well as with the grocery one that I'm not stuffing. And these just go right back in this pocket. You put the zipper over the tips. I'm going to put my receipt that I need to scan back in here as well. And that's it. I carry it like this with me all the time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cash stuff the sinking funds next. Let me turn to the cash stuffing tracker. All right, first up is Janae. Janae has $1, 2, 3, 4, $450, $500, which is correct on the tracker. I'm gonna be adding a $10 bill, so that'll be $510. And let me just put the payday. I'm thinking if at the end of the quarter they haven't spent anything over and above 500, I'm just going to reallocate it somewhere else. But, you know, there might be a time when they actually need to spend and I don't have the extra from somewhere else, like the broken laptop. Y'all, I said, honey, you can't just throw your backpack down while you got a whole computer in it. It don't work like that. Okay, for JC has 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 455. And I'm also going to be adding $10 to his. And that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 5, 10. I'm also going to add the $50 for the laptop into his folder, just because once it gets to 100, I'm going to take it out and actually pay it to the school. I could pay it now, but they could wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 550, 560. So I'm going to put on here 12, 10. I'm going to put $10 and then I'll put laptop 50. So that'll be a total of 560. 560 for him. Next is car, and for car, I'm going to be putting $25. And let's see. Car should have right now 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 65, and I'm going to put $25, which is just going to be a 20 and a 5. And now it'll have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 490, 1490. So let me put that on here. 12, 10. We're going to add $25. My brain was freezing, y'all. I couldn't think for a minute there. Okay, so that's gonna be car maintenance. Household, I'm not putting anything in household this time. I'm not putting anything in clothing this time, even though I did let my daughter spend $300 in clothes. Medical, I'm not putting anything in medical. Birthdays, I'm going to be putting $5. And that has 1, 2, 300 in there right now. And I'll put payday. That's just going to be a $5 bill. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 305. Oh, how about I need to put $5 up here and 305 is the balance. Christmas, I'm not putting anything in Christmas. I did spend about $2,000 in Christmas and I still have quite a bit left. Let me see how much. $690 left for Christmas, so I'm not going to stuff anything in here. We'll see. If I don't end up using this for Christmas, then I'll roll it over to something else, but we'll see how it goes. Boss Funds is the one that I want to beef up because I do have business ventures, so I use this if I have anything that I want to develop or any new business ventures, and I do have something in the works for this. So we're going to say payday, $50. And that should bring it, I should have $275 now. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 75. And then once I add a 50, I should have $325. I'm just going to put a $50 bill. So that'll be 1, 2, 250, 270, 290, 310, 325. 325. That'll be for boss. Travel, I do plan on trying to get a trip somewhere, and I have $1,000 in the bank that I could go somewhere with, but I do want to add more to travel, and this time I'm going to be adding $50. And ironically, since I started cash stuffing, I've not went as many places as I usually do. And I blame it on Corona, but really maybe it's just me being a little more frugal, you know, $1,050. But we are going to start doing some traveling, especially in 2022. I have some big plans. You guys know I have a trip to Dubai coming up. So, yeah. For smaller travels, like weekend getaways, things like that. Gingy, I'm going to put $5 in, even though we are going to go buy her a new cat house today. Me and my son committed to that. So, I will say And I spent some money of hers on food. So I will put payday, $5. She should have $255 before we go get this cat house. And that's $250, $255. I think I want to get her one that's like about $60 or $70. Because that girl climbs the tree like it is her cat house. And I'm like, ma'am, get out of my Christmas tree. Get out the tree. But she don't be hearing me. So I think if I set her up a cat house, maybe she'll be more inclined to get in the cat house versus the tree. All right, beauty. I'm not putting anything in beauty this time. It does have quite a bit, and I might go get my hair braided. It has $400. 1 month ahead, I am going to put $25. 1 month ahead has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $700. I did spend some of this money for something that I needed for the house, and I just didn't take it out of household. So I'm going to beef this one back up, and that is going to be $25. So it'll be $725 this pay period. And I do want to try to get this up to $2,000. So in case, I need a whole month's worth of bills, or if anything's going on extra that I wasn't accounting for the bills, I'll have the extra. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $720, $725. So there's that. For myself, Miss Lisa, I told you guys I bought something. I'll show you guys when I get it here in the mail, which should be coming soon. But today I'm going to be stuffing for myself $25, which I should have $300 here because I spent $100. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do 20 and 5, which will be $325. 1, 2, 3, 25. Yes. And that is it for my actual sinking funds. I do have some money that needs to go back to the bank because as I took money out for my daughter to get clothing, I put it to bank deposit. So I'll be taking that back to the bank. And then this is my little mini cash budgeting binder. If you want something that can actually fit in your binder and you budget with on the go. I did a whole video budgeting with this type of mini binder. It was really hard to see because it's so small, but it looks like this. It is so cute, and it fits inside of an A6 binder, so you can actually budget on the go. If you guys are interested in that, the link is also down below. It's similar to the larger book, but it's just a smaller condensed version. All right, so that is everything for this cash stuffing. Let's see, day 2 of the 12 days of Christmas. Let's see, first we had, first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree, but it was a cash envelope in a pear tree, right? Okay, so on the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me, what is the second day of Christmas? 2 turtle doves. Oh, okay. So on the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 budget planners. Hashtag 2 budget planners is what the hashtag is going to be down below. Okay, so hashtag 2 budget planners if you want to be entered for day 2's giveaway, which is going to be a $10 gift card. We already picked that earlier in the video. And yeah, don't forget to do all the things. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video so others can be also involved and they might need the information for their own budgeting journey. I appreciate you guys for being here always. The winner of this video will be announced in tomorrow's video, so check out the video tomorrow to see who won and also be entered for the next day's video. All right? Okay, I think that's everything. You guys take care. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, it's time to pick the winner. Day 1 of the 12 days of Christmas giveaways. Make sure whenever you're putting your hashtag in your comments that you put the exact same hashtag that is on the screen. No spaces included, no leaving out any letters because it won't be able to pick you when I use TubeBuddy's function to scan my comments. So the first day's winner is Budgeting to Freedom. Congratulations, girl. You won $60 gift card.